Hey, welcome to this session where I'm going to show you how you can create your vision board with the help of different divine forms, Devi, Devtas, gods, and goddesses. Hi, I'm Shivangi, and I'm someone who helps people experience divine and different aspects of divine with the help of the meditations that I channel. And if you go on my Instagram, you'll find in the highlights section different kind of meditations that people have been doing in my community. We have connected with Krishna, we have connected with Kali, Ma Lalitha, Hanumanji, Shivji, and so many more. And through that meditation experience, we have been healing our inner self and awakening our soul. Okay, so that's exactly what I have been into. And I thought that because my way of helping and healing people is helping them connect with a particular divine form so that that divine form can really help them. Okay, so I'm kind of like a bridge. So why not change the concept of vision board a little bit and connect it to also these different aspects of God or goddesses? So what I mean by that is I'll give you an example. So let's say if you want to have more abundance in your life and you want to create a vision board, normally what you will do is you will, let's say, take an image of cash or golden coins and you'll just put it on your vision board, right? So that you can have more of that. But what if I change that concept and I connect the image of cash or image of coins with a particular divine aspect that reminds me or help me awaken more abundance within? So let's say if I place image of Ma Lakshmi, because as the culture that I come from, we are very naturally drawn to Ma Lakshmi for abundance. So let's say I put that image together, then this becomes very powerful because you're not only placing what you desire, you're also placing what is that, or you're also placing the image of a divine aspect, divine form that can make this possible for you. Okay, so it's almost saying like, okay, I want abundance, and who has like the power of all of abundance, which is Malakshmi. So okay, let me place them together. Okay, if I can give you another example for this, it's almost like, let's say if you want flower, so you will put an image of a huge garden because that's where you can find the flower, right? Exactly like that. If you want, let's say, more love, let's say I'm going to put the image of Radha Krishna because for me, that reminds me of the divine unconditional love. So, what I want, I know this is where I have that in abundance. And this is where I have it in the most highest aspect, which is with, of course, the Devi and Devta itself. So, why not kind of connect them and make our vision board even more powerful? That's the idea behind it. Okay. And I think if I keep talking, this won't be really clear for you. So I'm going to go straight away to my vision board that I'm creating. I'm going to be showing how to create one while I will be creating for myself. Okay. So what you will need for this is Canva. Okay. So you can go to Canva on Google and find that. And you also need Pinterest. These are the two different online platforms that I will be using for creating this vision board. This is going to be an online vision board. So if you want offline, you can always get that downloaded and printed. Okay. All right. So let's get started straight away. I'm very excited to show you this. I already have my screen here ready. So you can see Canva. If you don't know a Canva, or if you're not aware of it, if you're hearing it for the first time, then simply go on Google, search. Um, yeah, so this is Canva, and you will be redirected to this. Okay. But I already have, uh, so this is that Canva site that I'm talking about, canva.com. Okay, you can create from here, but I already have this open here with me, which I was using earlier. And you also have Pinterest. So again, for those who are not aware of this, for them, Pinterest, just Pinterest, Google that, and you will be able to find Pinterest on Google easily. Okay. Uh, I think my internet is a little bit slow. So I think that's going to take some time. But yes, you can find this easily if you are here. Okay. So let's get started. So here I have already given you the example of abundance. So I wanted, let's say, more abundance in my upcoming year. Okay. And if you're wondering how these things have come up, like all these different kind of crafts that have been used here, whether it is this or that. So it's a template that I'm using. Okay. It's not something that I have done. I'm equally not that tech savvy. So I'm just using a template here. I just went here to design, search for photo collage, and whatever that I liked, I'm using that. Okay. Some of them are free versions, so you can use the free version easily. So now coming to this. So I already have two images here. You might see, okay, this one. So I'm going to minimize it for abundance. This reminds me of abundance. And because I do meditation and I do different kind of healing work for making a living, so I'm also going to use this image. Okay. So these are the two images that I am using for this purpose. Now let's go to Pinterest and let's search for Ma Lalitha. I've already typed it out, but I'm going to type it here again. Ma Lalitha Tripura Sundari. Okay, so this is the different images of Ma Lalitha and Tripura Sundari. Now, why I'm choosing Ma Lalitha? Because for me, when I think of um, a divine form who is forever abundant and who has all that we can ever imagine or we can't even imagine, all that is with Ma Lalitha. It is in her Leela, it is in her play. For me, that is the meaning that I have for her. That is the feeling, experience, or expression that I have for her. So if you have some other god or goddess, like say for you, it could be Narayan, okay, it could be Hari, it could be Lakshmi, it could be any other god or goddess. So for you, you can choose that. But I'm choosing Ma Lalitha here, and I'm going to be choosing any of these images here. So let's see, which one should we choose? I want to choose something that, I mean, first of all, just look at her. Like, she's literally abundant. She has all the divine forms of gods and goddesses literally around her and in her seva, in her, providing for her, protecting her. Though she doesn't need protection, of course, she's the one who will protect. But yeah, like she's always provided for. And when I look at her, it just, ooh, it just reminds me of that how we can, whatever that we can ever imagine, she has already imagined, manifested. And you just have to reach that timeline of hers, or you have to just reach that Leela of hers to be able to manifest that in your reality. That is for me, and my feelings and experience with Ma Lalita. So that's why I'm going to use her. But that doesn't mean that you also need to use Ma Lalita's image. You can use another goddess or god also. So here we have Ma Lalita. So beautiful. This affirmation I have already written here, which says God and I are in this together. Let me maximize this to show you. God and I are in this together. This is my favorite affirmation. So I'm just gonna keep it somewhere. Let's keep it here. And I'm going to use one of these things which Canva has given us. And I'm going to keep it here. Okay, so this is in my vision board. I think it should be here. It's better to keep it here. Just a second. Now, designing is, of course, upon you. Just be as creative as you want to be. So, what I've done is I have placed certain images of what I find as abundance. So, I have placed two images just right next to Ma Lalitha. Okay. Another thing that you can also do if you want to go a little bit extra is add your image. Okay. So let me actually search if I have one of my images. Yeah. So I have already this one image of mine, which I have used before. So I'm just going to use it somewhere here, or maybe I can place it also here. Yeah. So it's almost like I am also part of her world, like that, like this. And if you're in thinking, how did I get this image like this? Like it is, I've removed the background of this image. This image used to be like this, but I have removed the background. And you can usually do that by using online sites background removal. If you want, I'm gonna place a link in the description so that you can find it. So this is how it is being done now. So if you look at just this part of the screen, just come to this part, just a second. Let me, yes. See how beautiful this is, because it seems like I am part of a world like this. Yes. So I'm part of a world, and I'm also connected to this, right? The abundance, the coins, all of that. And there's a little quote that I wrote before: abundance and awakening can coexist. So, this is actually an affirmation that I have given to myself because I had a huge limiting belief around, if I am into spiritual work, I cannot be um, asking for money for that, and I cannot be asking for money exchange for that. And that was a limiting belief that I carried. I realized that money is such a beautiful and powerful source of energy, and we must respect that, and we must respect it with the work that we always do. And of course, I want to spread this work to more and more people. I want people to experience my meditations. And for that to happen, I need to interact with this materialistic world. I need platforms. I need online, platforms which I use to produce my meditations and all of that. So for all of that to happen, I need money, right? So that was my limitation, and I break through that with the help of this affirmation that abundance and awakening coexists. Now you can use your own affirmation around abundance. Let's say many people have limiting beliefs around money, that if I have too much money, it's going to take away my peace. Okay, because we have heard that growing up, that having too much money is too difficult to manage. You'll always be in worry. So those kind of beliefs can be countered with the help of uh, affirmations. Okay, so maybe you can say abundance and peace can coexist together. Okay, or abundance and morals can coexist together, because many people have also this belief that having too much money can make me immoral, or can make me do bad things, do wrong things. Okay, so that's also there in this. Okay, all right, so let's go to the next. What else would we like to do here? Okay, so this is not what I have written. This was part of the template, I think. So I'm just going to remove it for now. Okay, all right. So now we have already done with Ma Lalitha. You know, the beautiful part about Ma Lalitha's energy is that she's very playful, and she's like very much at ease with herself. So I want to also put a little bit of image of playfulness and ease, because I want to have more of that in my coming future. So let's see what we can do. Slow feminine energy. Okay, let's see what comes with that. Yeah, see, this is so beautiful. Slow feminine energy, like so slow resting energy, because most of most of us have this mm, belief that to be able to have more money, I will have to always be working, always be occupied, and I am totally not a believer of that. I'm totally against that. So because I feel like that's not just the only way, and it is definitely possible to have a lot of ease in your life and at the same time abundance. Honestly, touch wood, I have been able to make that happen for at least 50% in my life, and I'm wanting to have more of that. Okay, I want to have continue that actually. So let me actually see which image reminds me of having ease. Okay, this really reminds me of having ease. Okay, this makes me really happy. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I think this is perfect. I love taking sunbath, of course. So it has to be perfect. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put this image somewhere here. Okay, so they're all kind of together. Okay. Can I use? Yes. So you can decorate the way you want to. I'm just trying to make it as I would like it. Okay. All right. So this is one image of abundance. So this is like my whole picture, meditation, everything. Now, because the profession that I am in, I would like to increase my community. Okay. The work that I do, it is purely based on the kind of people I'm attracting, and how many people are coming to me, how many of you are hearing me. So I would definitely like to have a much more bigger, a much more awakened, a much more um, empathetic community, a much more kind and bigger community. So if you see, I'm emphasizing on both kind and big, or both soft and massive, because just increasing my community would also mean having all kind of people in that, and I don't want that. I would want people who match my energy. I would want people who are empathetic, kind, soft to each other, and are open to learn, open to experience. Okay. So let's see what we can find for that and which God can we connect with that kind of energy. So for me, when I think of having more people coming to you, like a pull, um, I always think of Krishna, because for me, when I think of Krishna, Krishna is that one form of divine who literally pulls people towards him. Okay, because it is that grace that he has, it is that charm that he has. I don't know how to term it, and whatever I would say will be very loosely saying what he actually is. So that's why I don't know if I can really describe it well. But you, if you have been a devotee of Krishna, you must have seen that it's a different kind of pull that you feel towards Krishna, and that pull is so soft, but at the same time so strong, if I can say like that, like both strong and soft. And when you feel pulled towards Krishna, the kind of people who are devoted towards Krishna, and true devotion, not just for the sake of it, okay, true devotion. So they have a completely different aura as well. If you have met someone who is a true devotee of Krishna, you must have seen how kind, soft, open, joyful, crazy. Okay, they have a different kind of energy in the most good way. Okay, so I would like to attract those kind of people, yes, and that's why I would attach having a bigger community with the god Krishna, because I feel like Krishna would be able to give me that, make that happen for me. So that's why I'm going to connect them. Okay, so let's see. uh First of all, for big growing community, um people in what is it called, hall, no, auditorium, yes, audio auditorium, yeah, I think auditorium would be better. Let's see what comes up. I'm also doing it for the first time with you. It's a pure raw video. Okay, so yeah, I think this seems this seems like something I can take. Okay, so I'm going to copy this image and I'm going to use it somewhere here. I'm going to use 2 3 images for this, okay, not just one. So let's see. I'm using this background for it. Okay. And oh, I would definitely like to have more interviews, maybe, because that also will help me come out and grow my community. Why is it coming interviews with the vampire? I have not searched for it, trust me. But it's quite interesting. So let me find out if I can find this out. I think this. How about podcast interview? Because I think that's really in the trend. So let me try to find that. Maybe I'll find some good images for that. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna put this one, Jay Shetty, because this reminds me of, because Jay Shetty has a huge community. So this reminds me of having that. Okay. Um, all right. Yes. So then this, let me copy paste here. Can I put it in the background? Yes. So send to back. Okay. Now, if you're new to Canva, it will take some time for you to understand how this works. But trust me, it's very, very user friendly. And I'm just copy pasting and using few instructions here and there. Okay, so this is one image. What else? What else would we like to have? Even though I don't want to be on Forbes, that is for sure. But this definitely reminds me of, or maybe I could be, I don't know, but not something that is there on the top of my mind. But this is something that reminds me of having or receiving the right respect, the right value, the right spotlight. So again, I'm going to use this image. And Priyanka Chopra image even though I don't know much about her story, but whenever I think of her, for me, it reminds me of someone who has been quite uh, on their own, self-made or something like that. So I'm just going to use that image here. Again, I don't know much about her story, but a woman speaking all by herself in the center with that Forbes in the background is quite powerful for me. Okay, so choose for yourself. Again, that's important. Um, any other image? Yeah, I would like to also have retreat images because I want to do more retreats. So people meditating, group of people meditating, something like that. Okay. Let's see if I can have. And these are such nice views, right? Yeah, this is what we want more of. Let me click on this one and then let's see what other suggestions we have. And I would suggest that as you're watching this video, go ahead and start your own vision board. Like you can maybe play this in the background and start your own vision board. Okay, so I'm going to use this image with people, lots of people meditating. I definitely want that. So let me put it here. Okay. Yeah. So more retreats, basically, more retreats. And maybe another beautiful image of a beautiful place. Like I would definitely want to have something very natural around. So let's see. Mm. This seems very beautiful. Mm, but it's empty. It doesn't have people. So I would not want that. Let's see. Okay. Mm. So as you can see, I'm taking more time. And oh, this is nice. Why did I not see this? Yeah, I definitely want to have this as well. Like this is nice. People eating together, people dancing together, people meditate. I want to bring people together. So yes, definitely in my vision board. And people from different parts of life, different countries, all of that. So I'm just gonna put it somewhere here. And we still have to bring Krishna, by the way. Don't forget that. We still have to bring Krishna. Okay, so let's now search for Krishna actually. Krishna with gopis. Why I'm writing with gopis, by the way, any guesses? It is because the gopis used to get pulled towards Krishna. Right? Look at this. It's already a community. It's already looking like a retreat. So definitely having this. I think I'm going to remove this, the food table. And instead of that, I'm going to use this image. Okay. I think this affirmation has to go somewhere else. And then Krishna is here. Yes. Yes. Okay. This is the real deal. It's so beautiful. Krishna is doing like it's like his own retreat with the gopis. So yes, definitely this. And if you see, there's so many images. These are so, and this is the image of when everybody was feeling that every gopi has one Krishna with them, the Ras Leela. So definitely, Krishna, you're going to come into this image with me. I think I have so many things that I wouldn't want a bigger vision board because I don't know if this is gonna fit everything that I have planned for. Okay, so I'm gonna use it here. I think this one I want to keep it here. Yeah, this is better. And this is where I'll keep it here. And a mini image of Krishna, maybe. Mm, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, look at this. How can you not fall in love? It's so beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna crop this image and try to fit it somewhere here in between. And if you're not able to see how it is turning out, just look at this. Okay, so Krishna. How when Krishna used to play the flute, everybody will be. So for me, the flute is mic. I would definitely want that when I start speaking, people start to get pulled. This fourth lady has gone a little bit here. So let me put it here. Okay, great. So this is with Krishna. Okay. Uh, yes. Oh, achha, this was fine only. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. This seems nice. And by the way, vision boards are supposed to be like overlapping pictures and that it just kind of make it very beautiful and wholesome. Okay, so with that, let's go to my next goal. So we have done community, which I would definitely want. I would also want my online community to grow. So I'm gonna put maybe a social media 1 million followers. No, that's not my aim. It's not that I want 1 million or something like that. But I'm putting it thinking that I will probably have good images of that. So this is too much. This is not, this is a little bit more. um, I mean, yeah, I know anybody can have that, yes, but I would like to have a little bit something that I can believe more in, if I'm able to clarify that. Okay, so I'm using this one, and again, this is not that I want this exactly, but this is just a reminder of I want my online community to grow as well. Okay, even I think this is a good reminder because when you have many notifications, that means people are increasing, following, all of that. I think this is actually better than this 1 million thing. Hmm. Oh, but this is of Twitter. No, something else. Works. Okay. Oh, why is it not? Are these grouped? Oh, okay. No, just a second. Yeah. So this is interesting. This is nice. So I'm going to use it somewhere here. Let's see if I have more of this. Yeah. So this is much more believable. Yes. This is much more. So I have an iPhone, so this kind of made me feel like this is my phone only. Hmm. But I never have 78% battery. my my phone battery is always like so low. Okay, good. So this is another vision that we have created. And again, this is connected with Krishna only. So I'm not going to put any other divine form here. Um, okay. Now, what else would we like to have? So I would definitely like to explore more spiritual places and grow much more spiritually. So for that, I'm going to place certain images of certain gurus that I believe in. So Anandmai Ma is one of them that actually is always in the divine bliss. So I would definitely like to have more of that in my life. So let me put it here. Uh, of course, Neem Karoli Baba. It has to be there. Okay. Look at him smiling. It's so cute. I find him so adorable. And I have been doing Neem Karoli Baba meditations also. I've been connecting them for my community. So there you go, Babaji. You get a place too. So how I would want them to be connected with me is that is the spiritual ascension that I would want for myself. And that is how I would want to serve the people around as well. Okay. So it's connected to both. I wonder what image that I can use with them that kind of makes that meaning out of it. Okay. So let's see actually. Spiritual, spiritually gifted people. Okay, maybe let's see this. Okay. Yeah, this kind of makes sense, this image, because this reminds me of the inner calmness, the inner self-awareness, the inner awakening, and all of that. So let me use actually this image. And don't worry if your vision board is looking a little bit like how it is looking like right now, like here, because it is supposed to be like that. Okay. And you can always have two, three different ones, by the way. Okay. I'm doing this only for my professional work. I'm not so much touching my personal, like my relationships and all that. So I'm not going to be placing that. But let's say if you want for something for relationship. So then in that case, I would also suggest you to connect with a particular god or goddess. Okay. So let's say if you want a relationship where you feel equally respected. Okay. So when I think of that, number one, first, let's search for relationship. Let's see what comes for that. Okay. So we're going to use, yeah, this seems weird. No, let's go to this one. So let's say if you use this, okay, this is an example. And if you place it somewhere here, yes. So if you place it somewhere here, let me zoom to this part of the screen. Here. Okay, so I'm placing it somewhere here. So then in that case, I'm also going to place Shiva and Shakti with it. Okay, and I think this is very beautiful. So I'm going to use, I think, this one. And I'm going to place it somewhere here. Or somewhere here, actually. Okay. And don't forget to have your image in these things also. So for example, here, I'm going to be replacing this lady. Okay. So let me find my image. So I'm going to be replacing this image of this lady with my image as if I am being interviewed. Though my eyes shouldn't be closed if I'm being interviewed. Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. But let me try to find another image of mine if I've already here. As you can see, I have too many gods and goddesses. Also, by the way, this resting energy, um, that we have, you can also use the image of Narayan for that. That because he is literally resting, but he's also doing all the leelas on his Seshanag. Okay, so this image I think is perfect for this. So it seems like I am being interviewed here. Okay, like this. Okay, and then here also if you want. So we were talking about partner, right? So you can use this image here, and you can also use, if you already have a relationship or a committed marriage or whatever, then you can use your partner's image as well here if you would want that. And if you're trying to attract new love, then maybe you can paste an image of um, a person that mostly resembles them or resemble the kind of person you would want, with the image of Shiva and Shakti or Radha or Krishna or Ram or Sita, whatever that you connect with more. And also, it doesn't have to be just couple. It could also be a particular god that you feel loves you a lot. Okay, so for example, if you feel like Krishna loves you a lot, you can also have the image of Krishna, because that would say that the person is going to be continuing that and going to be doing the same thing. Like how Krishna loves me, this is how I will be loved in this relationship. So that's the affirmation. Okay. Now, you will definitely have to create affirmations. By the way, let me tell you this also. So I already have few affirmations here written, if you can see. This space is still empty, so I'm going to fill a couple of images. I don't want this one, this marriage one. So I think I'll remove it later. But like when I say I don't want, I mean this is something which I want to create for professionally. So that's why I'm putting it that way. But let me actually add few more images of, let's say, travel, or of maybe like for my personally, I want to have a retreat place to myself. So maybe let me try to search retreat place and retreat ashrams. Okay, but a good one. So let's see. Oh, this is, oh, I love Parmarth. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this um, international yoga festival, and this happens in Parmarth. Okay, so I'm trying to find the right image for this, but I think, yeah. So this is one image that I'm gonna copy paste and use somewhere here. So I'm gonna put it here. Okay, and because I want to be part of those kind of big events, then maybe I can put my image actually there, right? So let's use my image here. Yeah. And I can put it here. Okay. Okay. So this is the vision board that I have for you. For now, I'm going to close on this because I mean, this can go on and on, right? So now let me present, and you can download this also. See. So if you see, everywhere it is mixed with different forms of divine, at the same time what you would want for yourself, and creating a beautiful blend between both of them. Okay. Okay, so this is my vision board, and I hope that you create something beautiful out of this. And if you do share your vision board with me, and I think I would love to have a look and see how I have been able to help you with this. Okay, thank you so much, and have a very, very, very good year ahead. Happy New Year. Oh, I have to stop the stream. Okay, so bye bye. Happy New Year.